Yo guys, welcome back to the Let's Play on Streets of Rage 4. So we're on the pre-final stage, just on stage 11. And we've got a bit of a flashback scene once again incorporated onto this game. So if you're familiar with Streets of Rage 1 and 2, then you realise the pre-final stage does involve a lift. So they've done the same thing. The only real difference is that instead of you going up, you seem to be heading down this time round because you're heading to an airstrip. So again, I like the little zap. I think it's nice to incorporate that nostalgia feeling. It's definitely like a familiar scene for all the previous Streets of Rage players. Those of obviously who have played the games in the 90s, they recognise it. And I think that's one of the things about Streets of Rage that made it so famous. It's just the familiar settings with everything. The stages were obviously recognisable. The characters, the enemies, the overall fun of the game was just incredible. And for a game at that day and age, I think was quite advanced as well. Just being honest, I feel like they just incorporated the right sort of things, everything to make a game work, and that's why it was popular everywhere that you did go. You find that there was a Streets of Rage arcade machine in different countries. So here we go, people. We're on the airstrips at the bottom over here, and we got the police riot shield, guys. That's just gonna appear over here, along with the art students. Good combination, but at the moment we obviously got the Black Lives Matter movement going on at the moment, so I'm not a big fan of the police. So this is my way of saying fuck the system. So here we go, Floyd taking matters into his own hands. This time round it's the police that are going to get the brutality onto them. So let us know, guys, how you hanging in over there. If you are from the stateside, I think it's a bit crazy over there. There's not really any protests obviously in the UK, but they did have some in London just not long ago. I think it's just for a solitude thing. Obviously it's a huge deal at the moment. But we'll continue on with the game, guys, because obviously we're over here for a bit of fun. At the end of the day, we're here having a bit of a laugh. We want to take a breather from the real world problem. And for me, that's what gaming is. It's just a relaxing breather, just to escape reality for a few moments. I like, you know, just having that time to myself with my mates and having a bit of a laugh. And Streets of Rage 4 is one of them games where you don't have to take it so seriously, guys. You can just pretty much get into grips with it, and you're instantly, you know, in that familiar settings. You know what to do. It's quite a simple game. And again, it's good to have that breather on a game like this, because nowadays I don't feel like you get that much in the games community. It's so competitive, and it's so, I guess it restricts your movements as well, because if you notice, there's a lot of like season passes on every games, and there's only really a few games where even the season passes are worth it. The other games forces you to play the game over and over again, so you continuously, you know, have the latest and upgraded items, and that just ruins the vibe of a whole entire game. Most people do not have time to invest heavy money or heavy amount of time on a video game. You just want to come on and have a laugh, and I think video game industries are losing that touch. So for an arcade game like this to come back onto the market, to have a bit of that laugh, that breather, it's just that nice feeling. I honestly think there's only a very few select games that do the right thing with season passes. One of them being Apex Legends. I absolutely enjoy that game. I don't know if you guys play it, but honestly, I'm a big fan of that game at the moment. Really, I think that's been done just perfectly as a modern adaptation to a battle royale game. Of course, there's a lot of people that are fan of Warzones, but again, I feel like Call of Duty has that same problem where it forces you to purchase a season pass to get all your upgraded stuff, to get everything that you do need, and you just need to continuously play that game over and over again to unlock more and more stuff like better guns, better equipments, etc. People don't have time for that. It's just nice to unlock skins or badges or stuff that, you know, are a bit more customizable on your season pass. This is why I would say Apex Legends does it right. Not to give Call of Duty any discredit, but there's a lot of games like that at the moment. I just think it's a trap. So yeah, for me, it's a breather. I am a big fan of arcade games. Like at the moment, guys, like I said, I'm playing Apex. I'm also playing Rocket League, which is an arcade game pretty much in its own right, and I'm also playing something called Golf with Friends on Xbox right now, which is a bit of a laugh. It's a bit of fun as well. But yeah, I'm completely off FIFA at this point of time, because that again has its own problems. I will be making a FIFA vid again, just expressing my anger to EA Sports, but I am just gonna say it straight to people. It's just one of these things. Like I'm playing Streets of Rage 4 so much more now, just with my mate Briggs, and each time we're improving along the way. Obviously, this is the first run, and I'm looking back on this right now, thinking I could have done a lot better on a normal difficulty setting, but. When the first time you come on to any game like this, obviously it's just about getting grips with, and it's such an easy game just to get in grips with and have a laugh. Like, I can happily play this game with my missus, who ain't even a gamer, but she would easily adapt into this. She would be able to obviously know what's going on and pretty much go through it all. But again, it gives you that challenge as well. If you are a advanced player, if you do want to complete the game on a mania difficulty, it gives you that challenge to go for it, and also the right achievements for you to pretty much consistently play the game. The only thing that I'm not a fan of, guys, is the achievements where it asks you to complete the game or each time with a different character. Rather than doing it as a single player achievement, it should have been a co-op achievement, because at the end of the day, it's more fun to play Streets of Rage with a friend rather than on your own. It's that better feeling. You just do a lot more teamwork. There's a lot more combinations you could come in with, and I think it just makes the gameplay just a lot more fun. But let us know, guys, how many times have you completed the game? Are you a hardcore gamer? Are you pretty much just watching this vid just to have a laugh and just see how it is like overall the game? I don't think it's going to get many views, but for me, like I said, the reason why I did this Let's Play is just because I do want to go back on it one day and say to myself, yeah, that was a game that I played a long time ago and I really did enjoy it. And it, like I said, for an arcade fan like myself, it's a bit of a a thanks for the developers to have done this sort of video game, to obviously showcase them that gamers like us do appreciate their work. I've got, of course, Mr. Y over here. He's obviously I say he's a sub boss, but he will be making a reappearance, guys, in stage 12. No spoiler alert there. But yeah, guys. I mean, if you haven't completed it right now, then honestly, guys, it's just one of those things. It's been out for 3 weeks. Go ahead and get it. But Mr. Wise, I think, is just he's obviously a flashback to his father, Mr. X. Has got all the same moves with them, if not just probably the additional rocket launcher. He's not as tall as him, and he doesn't do this gun whack that Mr. X kept doing when you got close to him. He seems to be a lot more, vulnerable when you go up and close to him. But he's definitely got some good speed. Gotta give him that. He's got a lot of, rolling abilities. You can't time to move away from them gunshots, even though they do cover quite a range of the map. You just gotta walk in a diagonal manner. But we're on the final shot over here. Briggs has got him. I came in right at the back just to kick him right into the back. But Mr. Y, sorry, has gone down. There we go. We've defeated Mr. X's albino son. I think his father proved more of his challenge. Not gonna lie, you're not matching up to your dad's reputation over here, Mr. Y. So 220k, rank B. I guess that's fair. We didn't do really well, to be fair. Here we go with the cutscene. He's not too happy. It's over, son. Just surrender. I mean, he's not really going to surrender right now. Let's be honest. He's gone out there with no parachute, but we are going to be in the final stage for the next vid. So, guys, I'll see you on stage 12. Peace.